sometimes it's not about changing what you see, it's about changing how you see it to stay in alignment. I never limit myself to what I wear or why I wear it. So one day you might see me in biker shorts and I'm wearing tennis shoes and I'm totally rocking that athleisure street chic vibe. And the next day I'm in like a really cute midi skirt and some wedge espadrilles and looking like a feminine beach babe. And I'm both. I'm all of them. And so are you. You're all of them.
Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the Quantum Coaching certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. You guys, today is an amazing episode because I have an incredible guest and her name is Katie Shey. And Katie Shey is one of my favorite people. She has been a client. She was through QCA and she is just truly, truly so fucking talented at coaching, at guiding through intuition, at style coaching. So let me break it down, give her a proper intro. Katie Shey is a transformation coach and aligns personal style and vibe aesthetic with quantum leaps and mindset shifts. Okay. She's a certified fashion stylist, quantum life coach, emotional timeline release practitioner, emotional freedom technique practitioner, and is currently on her way to receiving her business certification. Katie aims to help women align and magnetize their manifestations and dream life through self-empowerment, personal style, power, confidence, clarity, and intuitive living. She believes that your dream life is 100% possible with the right mindset, empowerment, alignment, and vibe creation. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. So share with everyone how you have gotten these titles, right? Because I know that you blend styling with your coaching, and I know that styling was your first love. So can you share about like kind of your story of how you became a stylist and then transitioned into coaching?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've always been a fashionista. I grew up with a mom who was like super into fashion. I would steal all her clothes, put on her shoes. So it's always been in me. And when I got into high school, I actually lost it for a while. Like I still loved fashion, but I was going to go to cosmetology school, mainly because I did not want to go to college. And I took this internship at a luxury consignment boutique, and it like reignited that passion, and it taught me about designers and measurements and visual merchandising and all that stuff. And I changed my mind again. So I applied to the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. I started college in Los Angeles for product development. I was going to be a designer and a product developer and do the whole timeline of getting a product from an idea to a physical 3D thing. And then I dropped out. I was like, I don't want to do this again, and changed my mind again. I moved back home, and that's when I was like, okay, you don't have to go to school to be in fashion. And I decided to be a stylist, and I started playing around with outfits and styling friends and shopping. And then I found this awesome bomb school and course. It's called the School of Style, and it literally is a certification program just to become a stylist. And you can get your certification in like 6 months. And I was like, hell yeah, I don't want to go to school. This is perfect. Total intuition-led move. And I joined, and I just went through the process of learning outfit creation and editorial shoots and how to pull clothing. And yeah, then I graduated and I just did it. I started doing it.
That's amazing. So you're styling in California, right? In Hollywood?
Yeah, I started off styling in West Hollywood.
Okay, cool.
And that was freelance. And then I landed a corporate styling job where I styled clothing subscription boxes. And I still do that part-time.
Awesome.
But that's where it all started.
So on Katie's Instagram, she puts together these outfits for like your coach style, and it's just like I'm obsessed with them, like obsessed. Okay, so we'll see the transition now. So how did you realize that you were meant to be a coach, and how are you blending these two passions together? Because I know that you're doing that.
Yeah, I feel like I go through these drastic changes, which I am working through right now, actually, another one, but I go through these drastic changes where I completely change courses in Quantum Leap. And that happened for me when I went through just an awful month. It was December 2019, and I had been ghosted by the guy I was dating, and my first pet died, and I had a health scare where my mom had to rush me into the hospital. And it was just the most, and by the way, the emotional scare and my cat dying, the health scare and my cat dying happened on the same exact day. So I was like really going through it, but it led me to finding you and a bunch of other healers and coaches. And I've always been intuitive and very spiritual and a guider. I always have been into astrology, oracle cards. I've done channeled readings, psychic readings, and I never even knew the coaching industry existed or that I could make it a career. So when I went through that month, and it threw me for a loop, really. Sometimes your worst moments are the biggest quantum leaps into the next chapter, and you don't even realize it. That's what it did. It led me to you, and then so many other people as well, but mostly your podcast. I listened to your podcast first and then found your Instagram. And I think within like a week of following you, you started talking about QCA. And I was like, there it is. Like, I've been waiting for the sign of what to do next, and like why I was finding these people and really resonating, not just finding, but like resonating with their work and what they do. And then you talked about QCA and becoming a coach, and I was like, yes, that's it. That's where I'm going. So it was really you, and also
I love
my healing.
It started with you listening to the podcast, and now you're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast.
Talk about a quantum leap, y'all. Oh, yeah. It's so cool. It's so cool. And so for the record, Katie Shey was the first person to ever sign up for QCA. She was in the beta round of the program. And just watching you integrate your two passions has been amazing. Like seeing how, like what you wear and how you embody your life has everything to do with like how connected you are to yourself and allowing yourself to be seen. And I kind of want to talk about that in a minute, but I'm curious, like for someone listening and that's like, wow, a style coach and like helping me access my intuition and quantum, like I think your bio said it perfectly, where you said you're a transformation coach that aligns personal style and vibe aesthetic with quantum leaps and mindset shifts. Can you just speak to that a little bit?
Yeah. It really goes hand in hand, interior and the exterior. And it goes hand in hand with manifestation and law of attraction. So what you wear on the outside, I believe, reflects what you're thinking, what you're believing to be true at the time, and how you're feeling about yourself. And I think we can all attest to that going through the pandemic the past year and being in quarantine, and how our mindset on what our lives would be like shifted what we wore. So many people transitioned from corporate jobs to wearing blazers and pantsuits, skirts, dresses, like getting ready every day, to like leggings and sweatpants and getting comfy. And it aligns with what you're thinking. And I think what a lot of people don't realize as well when they become adults is a lot of the fashion, and not even just fashion, but whatever you like design wise, interior, fashion related, but cars you're drawn to, it all comes down to subconscious programming as well. So I found when I became an adult, at first my style was really drawn to what my mom taught me, because those were the days where I was in her closet putting things on. And I became an adult and I was kind of following her fashion trends. And I lucked out because my mom is like a fashionista. She dresses to the nines every day. So it wasn't a bad thing. Not that any way you dress is bad, but it brought the awareness on me, or brought the awareness to me, that your subconscious programming affects everything. So to quantum leap, it really is about full energy embodiment. So you start off doing the mindset shifts and reframing that internal programming. And what comes next is shifting the energy on the outside, because your energy is interior and exterior, and it's what you embody on the inside and the outside. So you want the outside to start aligning with the inside for full quantum leaps.
Totally. I resonate with that so much because I know for me, like, I mean, I work from home every day, as do you. And it's hard sometimes for me to feel my best when I am like, I'll be in sweatpants all the time. Like, I actually purposely put on a really cute outfit today. You can't fully see it, but I did it because I knew we were having this interview and I wanted to feel good. Like, I was like, this outfit is actually going to elevate my state of being, which is going to help me attract better feeling thoughts, better feeling emotions, and it's going to help me attract my desired reality. So it really does impact me personally. I know it impacts everybody, which is why, like, you know, we go to TJ Maxx and it's full of people because they're like, buying this outfit is going to make me feel better, but it's not really about buying it. It's about embodying who you are and who you're becoming when you wear it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it can change every single day too. What I found is that women that come to me for styling want to find their style theme, and they want to just fit into this category because they think it'll be easier to get dressed every day, and it'll make them feel better to put themselves in a style box of, I'm only contemporary and I just put on blazers, or I just put on jeans and tennis shoes, or I'm feminine so I just wear dresses and skirts. And what they don't realize is by going in the box, they're actually putting more limitations on themselves. And I've really embodied the opposite my whole life. And I'm grateful I did, because I learned so much through it, where I wake up every day and I look like a completely different person. I put on something different every single day. I never limit myself to what I wear or why I wear it. So one day you might see me in biker shorts and I'm wearing tennis shoes and I'm totally rocking that athleisure street chic vibe. And the next day I'm in like a really cute midi skirt and some wedge espadrilles and looking like a feminine beach babe. And I'm both. I'm all of them. And so are you. You're all of them.
Wow, that's so cool. And it makes me think about how I think a lot of women and men probably hold themselves back from being all of it and from wearing things that accentuate their body or make them feel really, really feminine, because who are they to be that beautiful, or who are they to be that thin, or who are they to be that thick, or who are, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, like they're almost afraid to be all that they are.
Yeah, exactly. And when you really talk spiritually and psychologically, how you start your morning is usually how you start your whole day, or it is how you start your whole day, but it sets you up for what the day will bring and what energy you'll attract. So if you're getting dressed in the morning and you're like putting these limitations on yourself with what you wear and how you can wear it, or what you think you're supposed to wear, like, how is that translating through the rest of your day as well? What else are you bringing into your energetic field just by what you put on?
So true. And I would love for you to give some insight and tips on how people, because I think it's like it's very talked about, this idea of like being your higher self and dressing for your higher self, and what would your higher self do, and what would they wear, and how would they act, and how would they be. And I would love for you to give some tips around like how to actually dress for that and embody that energetically and pull them together.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if people actually know how to dress for their higher self.
I don't think everyone does either. And I didn't even realize that that was coming natural to me until I started speaking to people and they were like, how do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
And it really starts with that full body soul integration and that connection to your higher self. So if you're not connected to your higher self, how can you dress like your higher self? If you don't know him or her, they, how can you embody him, her, or they?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to start the connection, and that comes through meditation and spiritual practice. And this may sound the opposite of what you need to do. Most people think to connect to your higher self, you have to ascend. It's also grounding down, because if you're not grounded, you're not in a level foundation to receive the information and the wisdom and the knowledge. And your higher self wants to help you when you're grounded. You know, they are the ascended version of you. So it takes you being grounded for them to, him, her, they, your higher self, to come down and really help you embody what you're meant to on earth. Because we don't know what life is like in the spiritual realm. We don't know how we dress, and like if we even wear clothes, or if we're just these floating rays of light, like who knows? So for you to embody what you want to wear here, you have to be grounded here. So first, really integrating that higher self, do meditation, get a coach, start practicing connecting to your intuition, where it comes up in your body. And once you start having that connection, that's when you can start asking your higher self questions like, who are you? Who am I? What do you look like? And it is intuition too. Intuition comes in all different forms, like clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience. So how you receive what your intuition and your higher self is telling you will be different. For me, I can actually see my higher self. So I can see what she wears, what she looks like. I can see she has long white hair and she's older and she's tan with like whitish blue eyes, and she dresses in, like I'm wearing today, like white flowing fabrics. So I see it as a visual, and you might see it differently, or you might receive it differently. But it's about connecting and then asking and allowing yourself to know. You have to allow it as well. But ask, just ask is the easiest way to say it. Just ask and receive the messages. What color's your hair? Okay, it's white. Cool. I don't have to dye my hair white, but it's good to know, because what does white mean to me? And then I can embody white in the way it means to me here.
So cool. So cool. Yes. That makes so much sense. And then I think that like people might see a vision of themselves that is so far from the vision of who they are being right now, or what their style is right now. And I know for me, for a long time, I was like, I don't know what my style is. Remember I was telling you, I was like, I don't know what my colors are. I don't know what my brand is. Like I was having like this crisis. And Katie was like channeling these colors for me. and like, it's true. Like it's, if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, or you look in your closet and you're like, blah, and you just don't feel good about it. Like, what are some ways that people can start to identify, like other than, so like connecting with your higher self, and like, how can people identify what it is that they want to embody through their style?
Yeah, it's about asking yourself every single day. So start off by taking it day by day, and also start giving yourself grace for not being where you want yet and not having your style down yet. Because I mean, I have been a stylist for 5 years, and I have been into fashion for 25 years, and I still feel like I don't have my style down and I don't fully embody my higher self. And that's okay. But the best thing is that I'm getting closer every day, and I'm getting more connected every day. And the more connected I get, the more embodied I am. But for people who are just starting out, it's about every day asking your body what would make it feel comfortable. And I know there are restrictions. Not everyone has it. like I have it or you, where you work from home and you can put whatever you want on. So if you still work a corporate job, or even if you have a uniform, I went to private school my whole life. I had to wear a uniform and it was horrible. I was like, I can't wear the clothes I want. What the hell am I going to do? But how can you add a little bit of you in there? So when I went to private school, I had to wear a uniform, but I was like, but I can still do my hair and I can still put a headband in and I can still accessorize and I can still buy shoes that feel in alignment with me. And the most important part of it all is that you're comfortable. Like, comfort is key, even if you can't be comfortable in what you wear, even if you have to put on heels every day, you have to put on a pencil skirt or a suit. Is you have to feel comfortable in what you have to wear, regardless of what it is. So asking yourself, what would make me comfortable? What colors make me feel comfortable? And what textures make me feel comfortable? Do I feel comfortable in prints? Or do I prefer more solids? Is a print too bold? Am I a neutral gal or guy or they? Or am I a bold pop of color guy, girl, they? Like, who am I? And once you establish who you are when you're comfortable, that's when you can start elevating. Okay, now who am I empowered? Now who am I as a CEO? And then you can elevate, but you have to get the ground level foundation going first. Because if you skip over comfortable and skip over what you want, it's going to feel terrible when you get to the other ones, like empowerment and confidence, because you're just jumping from 0 to 100.
It's making me think of those makeover shows. I don't know if you ever watched them. Where, like, they
oh my
would pull
God,
someone off the street. I haven't thought about this in years. They pull someone off the street and then they give them a complete makeover. And some of them look so empowered afterwards, and some of them look like, who the hell am I? Like, they literally don't know who you could tell how uncomfortable they are.
Well, that is the perfect example of why I'm not just a stylist anymore, because I've done that where I style women. I've always been a woman stylist, so that's my expertise. I've styled women before, and I put them in what looks good for their body type and what's fashionable and what is suitable to their job. And then they look in the mirror and they're like, I hate this. And I sit there seeing like a work of art, and I'm like, this is absolutely perfect. Like, this looks great and it's exactly how you should look, but they don't see it. And I realized you can't just force someone into an outfit and to wear something. And that's why I coach now too, style coaching, because you have to feel it yourself and you have to come up with the look yourself to feel good in it. I can help, I can guide, I'm a mentor, I can bring in my expertise, but at the same time, you need to find it. You need to find it in your brain.
It's mixing both, right? It's like the inner work and then the external work. Because I remember, like, when I was little, my mom would put me in these cute outfits. And she'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm like, ooh, I don't like this. This is itchy. Like, ooh, I don't want this. And it was because I didn't see myself. It was like, it was also, yes, it was uncomfortable, but it was also like, I didn't see myself at that level of like, didn't feel good enough, I guess.
It's in line with you. It wasn't in alignment with you. And so it didn't feel good.
And this is really what Katie does, you guys, is she will literally transform you, your style, and like, just, I mean, it's so, I don't know. It's like, it's just so hand in hand.
It really, truly is. I firmly believe that you can't just do the mindset shifts and not do the exterior shifts. I just don't think you can. I think you have to have both. If you don't look in the mirror and love yourself, you're gonna ruin the mindset shift that you just worked so hard to have. You know, those thoughts are gonna creep back up if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. And sometimes it's not about changing what you see, it's about changing how you see it to stay in alignment.
Whoa, mic check. Mic check. Can you just say that one more time? It's not what, I'll say it for you. It's not what you see, it's how you see it. I just think this topic
to say it.
So I just wanted to say it. This is such a huge topic though, because so many people look in the mirror every day and they're not happy with what they see.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's so true.
And so what do you want to say to that person right now?
Someone looking in the mirror not liking what they see. It's like talking to my past self, to be honest, because that's what I went through. And it's just that you're so uniquely beautiful. And I love when people say, no one else can be you. And that goes for who you are in your personality and in your appearance. Because I've come to a place where I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, literally, not a single other creature on this planet will ever look like this again. Like, this is me. And so I would encourage people looking in the mirror and not liking what they see to look in it and see what makes them so unique and different from everyone else and why that is so special. Ask yourself why. Like, why are my eyes this color and how does that make me special? Because every single part of you is special. Your feet, your toes, your fingers, your knees, like your butt, your boobs, whatever, like your face. Every single part is unlike any other part on this planet. And that is so beautiful. So beautiful.
Wow. I have no words. So amazing. Oh my goodness. And like, I think it's also really important for everyone to know that, this is a journey, right? There's no destination. Like finding yourself, finding your style, finding your unique expression is a process. And that is why there are coaches to help you do this stuff. That is why there's people who are called to this work, like Katie, to help you uncover who you are deep down and express that out through your way of being and your way of dressing and showing up in the world. So just trust that it's a process and it's always evolving. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. It's always going to change. My style changes every day. What I like changes every day. Maybe not drastically every day, but I'd say every year drastically.
Yeah. And then we look back, we were sending pictures. We were sending pictures of like the Abercrombie days where
2000s vibes.
2000s vibes. Yep. Juicy Couture.
Layered polos.
Fake
Glitter.
Fake, what's it called? Louis Vuitton bags.
Yep. Oh my God. Denim skirts and Ugg boots.
Oh yeah, I rocked
But
that.
you loved it then. That's the thing. Like, you loved it then. You loved it. Not you, Ashley. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But
I did. I loved it. I felt amazing in my high Ugg boots and my jeans skirt.
Yeah. And that just goes to show it's proof that you're always going to change and your style is always going to change. And it gives you permission to not be hard on yourself right now, too, with your style, because it's going to change.
Totally. It's so going to change. Wow. So anyone thinking, do I need to hire Katie? Like, should I book a discovery call with her? I kind of want you to share about some of the things that you do, because Katie works in a lot of unique ways. And I think it's amazing. She has this, so I'll let you tell everything, but just share, like, if someone's thinking, should I book a discovery call? Like, I hate what I'm wearing and I don't feel empowered and I need help with this.
Yeah. So you can hire me as a stylist if you're just looking for regular style help. You're like, I want someone to put me in the clothes and I don't want to do it at all. You can hire me as a stylist, book a discovery call for all of these offerings I'm talking about. The discovery call, style consultation, they're the same things for me. So you can hire me as a stylist. I also offer style coaching, which is my favorite. So that is one-on-one style coaching where we really dive deep into color theory and design and textures and intuitive styling and connecting to your higher self and embodying that. So expect a makeover, expect a wardrobe change. It's super fun, but it's also healing work and healing why you don't like the way you are now and what led you to this point. And you can, I have an elevated package where you can do life and style coaching. So we can do the elevated style shifts. We can get your wardrobe set up, as well as getting your life set up and shifting your life purpose or finding it and doing the healing work in your subconscious programming. And it's the full interior exterior package. And I heard you say Sedona. Sedona Self-Love Vibe is my life and style coaching package with a breakthrough day, a retreat with a photo shoot, and you get 3 styled looks. That actually closes. By the time this comes out, it'll be closed. However, there will be future rounds that I'm launching, so you'll have to follow me and keep an eye out for those. And I'm thinking destinations will be different each time. So if you see me and I don't have it out yet, feel free to message me and say I'm interested and I would love to go here to do this photo shoot, and we can totally work that out. But yeah, so my big retreats are one-on-one coaching, a breakthrough day in the location, you get a photo shoot, and you get styled looks for your shoot.
How amazing does that sound? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And tell everyone what makes you a badass manifester.
It's what I teach people. It's my interior exterior integration and quantum leaping with the mindset shifts and dressing how I want to leap, dressing how I want to be in the next chapter of my life, the next version of myself. Embodying that on the inside and the outside. You'll hear me say that all the time: interior, exterior, inside, outside.
Integration. I like that though.
Integration. Yeah.
Boom.
All over integration.
Thank you so much. Tell everyone where they can find you, where they can stalk you out.
Follow me on Instagram. It's at Katie Shey. Everything's just my name. It's at Katie Shey. My website's katieshey.com. Those are the 2 places you'll find me the most. I have a Pinterest too that I'm elevating right now. That's my name as well, Katie Shey, and that's launching next month. SHEY, KATIESHEY.
The Katie Shey.
The Katie Shey. That's not it though. It's just Katie Shey, but I am the Katie Shey.
Yes.
Don't confuse them.
Get it right. No, tag us. Let us know what your biggest aha moment was from today. What you're working on in your style. Like, message us, whatever, to just share the energy, because I think that this is a really important topic. We've never actually talked about this on the podcast. Really, like, dressing for, showing up for your highest self. And I'm really excited about this episode. So thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.
Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fam. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at Manifest with Ash. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get 'em.